Happy Valentine's Day. I don't care if you love it or you hate it. I'm about to school you on some stuff that you probably didn't know. This is your Sunday sound off. Let me just get it out in the open and say that I love Valentine's Day. I adore Valentine's Day. Everything's pink. They've arguably the best candy of the year. Nothing can top the Valentine's Day Sour Patch Heart. Nothing can touch it. Go to Target and find it and try it, and then come back here and tell me you didn't like it, okay? But I also love Valentine's Day because it's just a time where you can really, you know, extend love and show love. That's why I like it. But, hot take, there's quite a few people that don't like Valentine's Day. And to those people I say, keep watching. Honestly, I just think that we've become way too consumed, right? We're overanalyzing the entire holiday. It's like become a spectacle, it's a show, it's a who can do more of what and what do you have to show and give to prove your love? Not the vibe. Not the vibe we're going for. Like, I don't know what love is for you, but for me, it's small things that pile up into big things, right? And like that has just become lost in translation. I decided to go on the internet and figure it out. Really, I wanted to get down to the bottom of this whole Valentine's Day debate and like when it got so weird. And I find, alright, so the story of Saint Valentine really started like this. He is a Christian saint. He's like hanging out in the village and he gets persecuted for his faith, right? So then he's jailed and he's going to die. Like in these prisons you die. So he's there and he's like, great, I'm in despair, this sucks. But what does he do? He doesn't sit there and wallow. He restores the sight to his jailer's blind daughter, okay? In a time where he could have hated everyone and everything, he extended love and gave sight to the jailer's blind daughter. Like, what a dude, right? Then he dies, a martyr, right? That's the thing, a selfless act of love. And he could have hated everyone and everything in that moment and just been like, hands up, I'm out. But he said, no, this is my last time I'm here. I'm gonna restore that sight and I'm gonna let you know how loved you are. And now I'm gonna follow my sword. Ta-da. That's love, okay? That's an act of love. That's the kind of love that we need to be celebrating. I'm not saying that we're gonna restore sight to anyone and no one needs to go to jail. What happened? Where did we go wrong? Where did we stop seeing this kind of love come? In 18th century England, in accordance with the lovebirds of spring that started to appear, they then turned Valentine's Day into courtly love, which is now what we know the holiday to be today. And then somewhere Cupid came down the line and was like, woo! But I mean, honestly, I really didn't want to read that far. So how do you stop the cycle of commercializing love? The first thing I would say is go take a love language test. They're very interesting. What's your love language? Like, no, it's not that. It's just like knowing how your brain works and how you like to receive your own love. I think for me that was the most interesting part to know. So go take a love language test. I highly recommend. I think everyone should do it at least once. What's another one? Self-love. Self-love. Love yourself, people. You have one body on this earth, okay? And you're gonna live in this for your entire life. And you're gonna have this brain for your entire life. And you're going to be walking as this person. So get to know them. Understand yourself, sit with yourself, talk to yourself, you know, talk to other people. Really deep dive. I encourage you to start looking inward and realizing that everything that you need in life is really within you this entire time and that you can do whatever it is you want to do. Just need to love yourself first. You need to accept that you are you and you are great. And once you get there, you can keep going. And also respect and respond, okay? So when we start over-analyzing love, we start under experiencing that love. You know why? Because we've decided to dissect it all before we've even had the chance to fully immerse ourselves and go through it. So now we're going through it with preconceived notions and expectations, and we compare it without even realizing it. You're subconsciously comparing things because of what we see and what we surround ourselves with and what we are taught, right? I urge and challenge you, like, try something different. Instead of spending tons of money during a pandemic to go on a fancy trip, why don't you just create a playlist of your person's favorite songs and send it to them and tell them how much you miss them and you can't wait to see them? That's love. That took a little bit of time. That took a little bit of thought. Wow, it's like that easy. Now that we've seen how Valentine's Day kind of went from selfless act of love to selfish act of Instagram photos, now we can get into the nitty-gritty. Are we still thinking in this pattern? Why haven't we cycled out of this kind of commercialization of Valentine's Day? Start with the definition of love. There are technically 4 types of love. You have eros, which is the passionate, sexual, erotic love. You have philia, which is the love of friends and family. You have storge, which is the love of parents and children. And then you have agape, which is the love of mankind. But there you go. The proof is in the pudding, okay? All y'all need to get your head out of your eros. Get your head out of your eros. You're all thinking with your eros. You need to be thinking with your philia. Think about your family. Think about your love of friends. Think about the best people that you have in your life right now, right? What do they give to you? What do they serve you with? What kind of love are those people giving to you? And then think, how can I extend that back? How can I also show them that I love them that much and that I appreciate them and that I respect them and that, you know, this is a mutual relationship? And yes, I mean relationship because friendships are relationships, coworkers are relationships, people you live with are relationships, and not to mention just, you know, the one in the other room. That's a relationship too. We have more relationships on a daily basis than we would like to think. It's so much easier to be online and to not like understand what the work and the effort and the ethic behind a relationship is, but it's like, it's all deep in here. It's all rooted in love, right? I'm really just here to say that Valentine's Day is not a bad day. You are not allowed to have a bad day today. I just hope you all have a lovely Valentine's Day. And I hope that this has encouraged you to spread a little bit more love around today and enjoy.